kindness and courage.
Once upon a time, in a lovely village, there lived a little girl named Ruby. Everyone called her Little Ruby because she loved wearing a bright red cape that her grandmother had made for her. One sunny day, Ruby's mother asked her to take a basket of treats to her sick grandmother, who lived on the other side of the forest. "Be careful, my dear," Ruby's mother warned. "Stay on the path and don't talk to strangers." "I promise, Mama," Ruby replied cheerfully, eager to bring some joy to her grandmother. Off she went, walking through the forest with her little basket. The trees whispered softly as Ruby skipped along the familiar path, but soon, she noticed a strange figure following her from behind the trees. It was a big, shaggy wolf named Wilbur. "Hello, little Ruby," Wilbur said with a sly grin. "Where are you going with those yummy treats?" Ruby felt a bit scared, but she remembered her mother's words about not talking to strangers. "I'm going to my grandmother's house to give her these goodies," she answered politely. The wolf's eyes gleamed with mischief. "Oh, I know a shortcut to your grandmother's house, follow me." Ruby hesitated. She knew her mother had warned her not to take shortcuts, but the wolf seemed friendly. However, deep down, Ruby felt something was not quite right. "No, thank you," she said bravely. "I will stay on the path." The wolf tried to convince Ruby once more, but she stood her ground and continued along the path. As Ruby walked, the forest animals noticed the wolf trailing behind her. Worried for the little girl's safety, they quickly devised a plan to help her. The wise owl hooted loudly to warn Ruby of the wolf's presence. The agile rabbit ran ahead to Ruby's grandmother's house and alerted her of the possible danger. The friendly squirrel joined the group and followed the wolf, ready to distract him if necessary. When Ruby reached her grandmother's house, she knocked on the door, but to her surprise, the door was slightly open. She peeked inside and saw the wolf pretending to be her grandmother, lying in bed. "Grandma, why do you have such big ears?" Ruby asked, remembering the story her mother had told her. "All the better to hear you with, my dear," the wolf replied, trying to sound like her grandmother. "And why do you have such big eyes?" Ruby asked again. "All the better to see you with, my dear," the wolf said, growing impatient. At that moment, Ruby's real grandmother burst into the room, and the wolf's disguise was revealed. The wolf fled, scared of the brave little girl and her clever forest friends. Ruby's grandmother hugged her tight and praised her for being so wise and brave. "You listened to your heart and stayed on the path. I'm so proud of you, little Ruby," she said with a smile. From that day on, Ruby knew the importance of being cautious and listening to her instincts. She also learned that true friends and family would always watch over her, no matter where she went. And so, little Ruby's kindness and courage earned her the love and respect of the whole village. She continued to wear her bright red cape, not just because she loved it, but as a reminder of the day she made a brave decision and learned the value of staying safe and true to herself.